avoiding being a crime victim. No? Ang opportunity dito, yung mga surveillance security systems. Halos lahat ng bahay ngayon sa Pilipinas may CCTV na. No? So that's a big business by itself. No? Yung monitoring system, I'm sure marami tayong makikita ideas dito. Having some savings, and of course, we all want to have our own home. No? Ito na yung last message ko. Let us think about what we can do as a potential entrepreneur. It won't be easy, pero pag pinag-aralan natin, and if we have mentors, we start with successful models like franchises, maybe that's our start for that path. No? In the meantime, let us support Philippine products and services. No? Pag nandito kayo, namimili kayo, tingnan nyo naman yung label. Kung galing sa Pilipinas, bilhin nyo yun. No? Again, because ang implication nun, isipin ninyo that may trabaho doon sa Pilipinas na nasusuportahan ninyo. You will agree that the Philippine story is interesting. No? So, pag-usapan ninyo sa opisina ninyo. No? Tell them about it. Di ba, invite nyo pumunta ng Pilipinas, bantayan niyo yung Cebu Pacific and many other airlines. No? Invite them to see the Philippines, because once they are in the Philippines, they will see, as Ambassador mentioned, they would feel yung dynamic energy ng market natin. No? And for a businessman, no? For example, just going to Mall of Asia, pag nakita nila yung crowd doon, they'll be like, wow, no? This is the market where I want to be. So, yun lang po. Meron kaming Facebook, nasa Twitter kami, so i-like nyo kami. And if there's anything we can do to help you pursue your entrepreneurial path, tawagan nyo lang kami. Maraming salamat po.
Thank you very much, Mr. Glenn. Sir Glenn, ayun. So the thing about business talaga is that it's just a matter of taking that risk. Diba?
Yes.
We have to start small to become big. So ready ba kayo mag-take ng risk when it comes to business?
Yes, of course.
Yes. Ba't ganun? But business dapat energy. Ready na? Yes! Ayan, ako maraming nangyari dito. Matatandaan niyo po kung mangungutang ako, labihan ko po kayo ha. Marami po akong pangailangan. Ayan po, syempre moving on po tayo. I think we're all timed up to really know more about investment business opportunities in the Philippines right now. So to share with us more information and tips about franchising, we would like to call on Ms. Cheryl Quintana, the PFA Director of South Luzon and the CEO of Arrays Pass Solutions. Play video.
Maker of 100% natural. Cheryl Ramos Quintana is the founder and president of Orispa Spa Solutions Incorporated. Orispa is the #1 maker of 100% natural rice brand-based health and beauty products in the Philippines. It won the most promising franchise at the 2015 Franchise Excellence Awards and the ASEAN Business Awards for Excellence in Healthcare at the ASEAN Business Summit at Vientiane, Laos last September 5, 2016. Cheryl is a sociology graduate of the University of the Philippines, Los Baños. She finished her Certified Franchise Executive course, a mini MBA in franchising at the Asian Institute of Management. She is also a trained Gallup USA Strengths Coach. In March of this year, Cheryl was named ASEAN Women Entrepreneur in Hanoi, Vietnam. She was also cited as one of the most inspiring Filipino 2016 and is part of the book 55 Inspiring Stories of Women Entrepreneurs by Go Negosyo. Participating as a policy dialogue contributor in the World Trade Organization's Report 2016 on leveling platforms for SMEs. In May 2016 at Geneva, Switzerland, she was invited again by WTO as speaker last September 27 at the WTO Book Launch, Public Forum, and Debate at its headquarters. Currently, Cheryl is a member of the board of directors of the Philippine Franchise Association. Aside from being a multi-awarded entrepreneur, she is a passionate mentor and professional speaker on the topics of entrepreneurship, branding, franchising, and strength-based coaching. She recently launched her book, A Small Entrepreneur's Journey: How to Start, Survive, and Succeed. Above all, Cheryl is a true blue mom, taking care of 4 wonderful children with her husband Jingle in their home in Laguna. Cheryl Ramos Quintana is the founder.
So ladies and gentlemen, let's all welcome Ms. Cheryl Quintana.
Good afternoon. I know that entrepreneurs are have an attention span like a toddler, so I have so many slides because I was tasked to talk about franchising, which is a very technical topic, but I promise that I will probably be focusing on less than 10 slides. Is that okay? Yes. Okay. So, how many of you have gone here to Clark, in Pampanga? Wow, dami. Okay. So, bumili kayo sa duty free. Oo, chocolates. So, ako din, kasama ko yung mga anak ko, kasi we used to have a store in SM Clark. So excited kami pag pupunta kami ng Clark, so pupunta kami duty free. So one time, we bought a lot of imported chocolates, no? Kasi I have small children. When we got to the car, yung may mga nagtitinda doon sa labas, at saka yung mga tutulong na maglabas ng car, di ba? Yung ano ba tawag doon? Basta yun. So, kumatok yung isang bata, no? Doon sa side ng husband ko. So sabi namin, automatically, may husband gave 50 pesos doon sa lalaki, sa bata. And sabi niya, sinigawan kami ng bata. Sabi sa amin, hindi ako namamalimos. Nagtitinda ho ako. Sabi niya gano'n. Eh, hindi naman namin napansin kasi itong mga batang ito, mga descendants to, yung mga na-displaced na mga Aita communities because of the pagsabog ng mga vulkan before pa. So they were displaced and they were selling different kinds of agricultural produce. So hindi namin siya napansin kasi kahit pa na mga 11, 12 years old, he looked like 7 years old, no? So sabi namin, di, okay na yan. Pamasko na lang namin sa'yo. Lalong nagalit. Malayo pa ho ang Pasko. Kung gusto niyo akong tulungan, bilhin niyo na lang itong kamoting binibenta ko. So anyway, to make the story short, we bought all the kamote and brought it home. And at night, syempre kinain namin yung kamote, no? And dinner time, pati mga bata, lahat pinakain namin kasi dami namin nabili kamote. But we were dumbstruck and we were assessing what happened kasi napahiya kami yung mag-asawa. And what was that? We used to be like, by default, pag medyo nakakataas tayo nakakaangat tayo sa buhay, ang tingin natin, lahat ng medyo mas mababa na lumalapit sa atin, is that automatically may kailangan sila sa atin. Tama? So, syempre napahiya kami kasi mali naman. In fact, kami nga yung may natutunan sa kanya. And he taught us a lesson. And what was that? Descendant tayo dito, no? Aita descent yung bata. And syempre, doon tayo galing, ninuno natin yan. So, we were thinking, is entrepreneurship very innate in the Filipino spirit? Is it? Naniniwala ba kayo doon? And are we not used to be begging? Are we not used to be getting help from other people? And we had that appreciation for hard work. Diba? So, it is not by default that we have to give dahil feeling natin mas nakakataas tayo. In fact, all of the things that we encountered on a daily basis will actually help us contemplate on where we are now and where we want to go. And that was also a lesson that we realized that ang mga Pilipino pala ay malalim ang hugot. No? Malalim ang hugot. Bakit ganon? Dahil ang history natin dates back hundreds of years ago. You saw that I was talking at the World Trade Organization. And sabi nila, siya, hindi ka ba kinakabahan? Because, the policy makers are the audience, no? Hindi layman, kumbaga, yung attendees. Sabi ko, ba't naman ako mahihiya? Eh, agad-agad na yung history ko. And how did I have this conviction that the Filipino entrepreneurial spirit is really worth journeying for, worth waiting for? When I had my company, Oraispa, is a 16-year-old company. I started as a manufacturer, and we went into franchising only 5 years ago. 5 years ago. And when we did the branding, I had Singaporean consultants. So I had Singaporean consultants because my idea is that ang bilis kasi ng exposure dito. On a daily basis, you just go out on the streets, ang turnover ng concepts napakadami. So I hired them. Ito na, sabi sa akin nung mentor ko, Cheryl, you want to be an Asian brand, you have to remove the word Filipino from your vision. Because my vision is that I want to be an international Filipino brand of choice in the wellness and industry in Asia. So yeah, you want to be an Asian brand, you have to remove the word Filipino in the vision. And I asked him, why is that so? And he told me, because you are a Filipino, you are not a Japanese or a Thai. And Philippines is not known for wellness products. Ito nararamdaman ko ngayon, kinikilabutan ako. Yun din yung naramdaman ko habang parang, alam niya, namumula yung tenga mo, parang gusto mo na siyang sagutin. But we are only 7 companies who attended the 1.5 days, and we paid 180,000 per head to have that branding workshop with him. Siyempre, iniisip ko yung practicality ko. Kung sa